On the broadcast tonight, we have the latest on the status of the Micho State forest fires.
And we cover President Donald Trump's second term 100 days after his inauguration.
All that and more right now on SUTV News. Good evening and welcome to SUTV's annual senior broadcast. I'm Maddie Shibley.
And I'm Austin Briner.
Looking to relieve stress from finals week? APB is hosting a Rage Room this Friday, May 2nd. Come blow off some steam with car smashing, axe throwing, spray painting, and more. The Rage Room will be held in the C7 lot near the hockey pavilion from 7 to 9 p.m. Two wildfires continue to burn across the Micho State Forest just outside of Ship. The Thompson Hollow Fire has burned about 2,248 acres and is contained. The Hammonds Rocks Fire has burned 470 acres with 100% containment. In the recent days, the fires improved tremendously, so much that the DCNR has let helping firefighters leave as their support is no longer needed as the containment improves. Evacuated residents have been cleared to return home. However, the public is urged to stay away from the charred areas as hazards like falling trees remain. During this week, community support has poured in. On campus, the University Car Club gathered resources and donated supplies to Volunteer Fire Company 49. In addition to food and water supplies, groups like Friends of Micho State Forest continue to collect monetary donations for recovery efforts.
The Shippensburg University Community Orchestra is performing this Saturday, May 3rd at 7 p.m. in the Lohr Center. The program, titled Love the Magician, consists of 4 classical works inspired by the magic of love. Audience members can expect to hear the playful Così fan tutte, an overture to one of Mozart's most popular operas. The orchestra will perform the romantic Rakasava by Jean Sibelius for a wonderful evening of music. Be sure to check out this performance presented by the Shippensburg Community Orchestra. The event is free and open to the public. The Residence Hall Association is showing their appreciation to students by offering free ice cream at various locations around campus. The ice cream truck will be moving around campus from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. It will begin at the West Side Halls at 11 a.m. and then will move to the East Side Halls at 11:30 a.m. The ice cream truck will finish off at the Cup Amphitheater from noon to 1 p.m. The ice cream is free until supplies last, so be sure to hurry.
With the end of the semester next week, students will be leaving campus in pursuit of summer fun. Before leaving campus, however, there is some important information that students should know. Next week, dorm halls will be officially closed by 6 p.m. Friday. Make sure all furniture in your room is set back into its proper place. Beds should be unbunked and set to a height where 4 rungs are visible from the top. All garbage and personal items should also be cleaned and removed before departing from campus. Finally, close your windows and blinds and lock your door. Be sure to also fill out and sign the checklist on your door. Students then will check out either by checking out with a desk assistant or through express checkout if there is no one working at the time. Be sure to also ask for items that have been confiscated during the semester. The last day to grab these items is next Friday before 6 p.m. And with all that in mind, be sure to have a happy and safe summer.
Coming up next, we have the latest update on an explosion in Iran.
And we cover the latest conservation effort for the Great Barrier Reef. Stay tuned.
You're in luck. Shippensburg Primary Academic Resource Center is free to all SHIP students. The Student Success Center, also known as the Learning Center, is located on the first floor of Mowry Hall. The center provides a variety of services, including course-based tutoring, writing tutoring, and learning specialists. To schedule an in-person or Zoom appointment, visit the Student Success Center collaborative website, ship.campus.eab.com. I'm Will Nicholson with SUTV.
Here at Multicultural Student Affairs, we value every student. No matter your race or ethnicity, you are guaranteed a home here. MSA offers many resources, a place to study, a place to meditate, a place to socialize, or a safe place to communicate issues or talk with a faculty member. Come down to Gilbert Hall today and join our family. Our roots run deep. Why not grow together? This is a public service announcement from MSA.
Are you having a hard time focusing on your work? Why not check out the Ezra Lehman Memorial Library? The library has many resources like the IT desk on the main floor. For computer assistants, see the experts. Need to print in black and white or color? Don't worry, the library offers both options on different floors. You can use the bottom floor for group work and the top floor for when you need silence. Don't forget to stop by Starbucks. Check out library.ship.edu for more information. This is a public service announcement from SUTV.
It's time to take a trip around the globe with Riley Swales in this week's World News.
The Said Rajia port in Iran was the site of a massive explosion this past Saturday. It's been indicated that a fire started with chemicals in a shipping container, which then set off a larger explosion. Reports claim that 70 people were killed and at least 1,000 were injured. About 200 people remain in the hospital. Investigations are beginning on the event, but Iranian authorities say the explosion was due to a failure to observe safety guidelines. The explosion has not been said to be an attack of any kind, but finding out what caused the fire will take time. In the meantime, the regional governor, Mohammad Ashori, has declared 3 days of mourning for the tragedy. A bomb squad crew was called to a Chinese restaurant in Philadelphia after an ATM exploded. Surveillance video shows the explosion in the brazen attempt to blow up an ATM inside a Chinese restaurant in Philly. The owner reported he was cooking at the time, heard the blast, and then saw smoke filling the front of his business. The bomb squad unit responded to New Diamond Takeout on Ridge Avenue around 1:15 in the morning. In the security footage, you can see the suspect walk inside and sit down until another customer leaves. The suspect then lights what appears to be 2 fireworks, and seconds later they explode. Smoke covers the cameras, and the owner says the suspect ran away after he was unable to get any money. An investigation is currently underway to find out more information on the suspect. Luckily, no injuries were reported, and the business is operating as normal, minus the use of an ATM. The U.S. Navy lost a $67 million fighter jet after falling off an aircraft carrier this week. A U.S. Navy FA-18E Super Hornet fighter jet has been lost at sea after it fell overboard from the USS Harry S. Truman aircraft carrier while it was being towed on board. An unnamed U.S. official says initial report indicated that the Truman made a hard turn to evade Houthi fire, which contributed to the fighter jet falling overboard. Yemen's Houthi rebels claimed on Monday to have launched a drone and missile attack on the front of the aircraft carrier. The FA-18E was actively under tow in the hangar bay when the move crew lost control of the aircraft. The aircraft and tow tractor were lost overboard. Sailors towing the aircraft took immediate action to move clear of the aircraft, with the pilot in the cockpit jumping out before it fell overboard. An investigation is underway for more information, but there is no suspicion of foul play. It has been 100 days since President Donald Trump took office. In Trump's first 100 days in office, the markets are down, but the amount of executive orders he's signed have increased. Even though the markets aren't favorable, they haven't reached as low as Nixon in 1973 and Ford in 1974. Trump signed the most executive orders of any president in their first 100 days, surpassing FDR, who signed just over 100 in 1941. Trump has also been sued in federal court more times than any other president's first 100 days, totaling almost 300 lawsuits. At the start of his presidency, Trump's approval rating was over 50%, but has since plummeted to 39%, the lowest of any president in their first 100 days. 84% of the world's coral reefs were hit by the worst bleaching event on record. This is the 4th global bleaching event since 1998. Scientists have speculated that the bleaching, which is when a coral loses its color due to stress, has been caused by climate change and the use of fossil fuels. Last year was Earth's hottest year on record, and much of that goes into our oceans and is deadly to corals. Corals are more important to the ecosystem than we realize. being the key to seafood production, tourism, and protecting coastlines from erosion and storms. Efforts are underway to conserve and restore the coral, but scientists still say the best way to do it is to reduce greenhouse gas emissions and limit our use of fossil fuels. This has been Riley Swales with news from around the world. Now back to Austin and Maddie at the desk.
Well, Austin, I've really been enjoying the weather the past couple of days. It's been the perfect amount of sunshine and just a little bit of wind, definitely refreshing my mindset as we head into the finals week.
I really have enjoyed the breeze. It's been really beautiful, and I'm really hoping we have no April showers going into graduation week so we don't have a high-gust graduation.
My thoughts exactly. Let's hope that doesn't happen. We're going to hand it over to one of our seniors, Jenna Cornell, with this week's weather.
A lethal dose is in here. Who gets it, I won't know.
Scary that it can be put into anything and we can't even see it or notice it.
There's been another deadly shooting at a local elementary school. According to authorities, the suspect acquired the gun from a family member's home before using it to take the lives of innocent children and teachers.
Store your gun securely, locked, unloaded, and away from ammo.
You can talk to me if you're feeling sad.
Thanks for hearing me out, bro.
Whenever you need to talk, I'm here, okay?
There's only one thing that will save somebody's life, and that is naloxone nasal spray. Get 911 on the phone, get the emergency responses there on their way.
The impact of a meal goes well beyond feeding our bodies. Because when people are fed, futures are nourished. Everyone deserves to live a full life. And with your help, together we can end hunger. Join the movement at feedingamerica.org/actnow.
Good evening. It's so nice to be here with you all for my very first SUTV weather forecast. And Austin and Maddie, I wish I did have some better news for you, but unfortunately, it's going to be a bit of a gray one. If you're anything like me, you were feeling a bit roasty today because the sun was out. With a high of 82, these warm temps are expected to bring showers and a 50% chance of thunderstorms starting here in a bit and ending around 10 p.m. tonight. Low will be in the 60s. And for weather tomorrow and all of our weather haters, rain haters specifically, don't you worry, the sun is returning for tomorrow with only a 20% chance of precipitation and an expected high of 79. As Emily said in the past, it's going to feel like a sweet summer Friday night, so get your homework done now so you can enjoy a Wibbs trip. If you're 21, of course. Looking ahead to this weekend, Saturday is bringing a high of 75, and along with it, more storms. Stray showers are expected throughout the day, and a thunderstorm is possible. Things will cool off for Sunday with a high of 70 and a low of 61, but there still is an 80% chance of precipitation. Now, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but this is going into next week, and things will not look much different. Because of the warm and cold fronts, rain is expected to continue throughout the week, but the weather is anticipated to turn around just in time for graduation. Here's to hoping for a beautiful, sunny graduation day for all of our sakes. As Maddie and Austin said, we'd hate for Mother Nature to give us a highest graduation. Now, hopefully I did this weather forecast some justice for my very first and last time. Thanks for having me. I'm Jenna Cornell. Now over to Jaden with your entertainment news.
Now You See Me and Now You See Me Too were big hits at the time of their releases. Now a third installment is ready to hit theaters soon. The series follows a group of magicians called the Horsemen, who use their magic to commit robberies. Stars like Jesse Eisenberg, Woody Harrelson, Dave Franco, and Morgan Freeman return in their roles. Notably absent from the trailer is Mark Ruffalo, who played a major role in the first two films. The trailer shows a new group of potential horsemen with hopes of joining the original horsemen for a heist. Justice Smith, Dominic Sessa, Ariana Greenblatt, Rosamund Pike have some big shoes to fill if they plan on becoming the next horseman in this successful franchise. Lionsgate has already rehired the director Ruby Fleischer to begin working on the fourth film, which has announced in April at CinemaCon. The biographical sports drama The Smashing Machine has released a new trailer. The film will follow the chronicles of former MMA wrestler Mark Kerr, which shows his journey and rise to fame in the wrestling world. The famous wrestler will be portrayed by Dwayne Johnson, who is joined by his co-star Emily Blunt. Benny Safdie is at the helm of the project alongside Johnson himself as the producer. The leading star opened up about the upcoming biopic, stating, quote, "Benny wants to create and continue to push the envelope when it comes to stories that are raw and real," end quote. The film is set to release early October of this year and looks to be a smash hit. The Accountant 2 hits theaters this weekend, bringing back Ben Affleck as Chris Wolfe and John Bernthal as his brother Brax in a high-stakes action sequel. The film opened to a strong $24 million domestically and has grossed $39 million worldwide. Critics praised the on-screen chemistry as Ben Affleck and Bernthal, highlighting their brotherly banter and emotional depth. Audiences gave the film an A- cinema score, indicating strong approval. The Accountant 2 delivers a mix of action, humor, and heart, making it a must-watch for fans of the original and newcomers alike. Northwood Space, a company created by former Disney star Bridget Medler, secured $30 million in funding for the startup. Medler shared with outlets that Northwood Space's vision is to, quote, "be a data highway between Earth and space." With the funding, the company aims to build teleports, which are antennas that connect to satellites in space. Internet users have raised concerns of Medler's goals being similar to Tesla owner Elon Musk's, citing fears of colonializing and industrializing space. Ready or not, Bridget Medler's taking on the space economy. A long-awaited video game sequel has been announced for later this year. The Ghost of Yotei was officially announced earlier this week with a trailer and pre-order material. The game comes 5 years after The Ghost of Tsushima and promises to be a worthy follow-up. Players will follow a woman named Atsu as she journeys to avenge the death of her family. The game will launch on the PlayStation 5 on October 2nd, but pre-orders will open on May 2nd. Pre-orders include exclusive avatars and a unique in-game mask. The standard edition of the Digital Deluxe Edition and the Collector's Edition will cost between $70 and $250. This has been Jaden Courtney with your entertainment news, and now back to Maddie and Austin at the desk.
Up next, we have the latest in local and national sports.
Stay tuned.
Where did the time go? I don't know how I got here.
You've done the hard part. You quit smoking. Now do the easy part and get scanned for lung cancer. If you smoked, you may still be at risk, but early detection could save your life. Talk to your doctor and learn more at savedbythescan.org.
Yo, camping buddy. Okay, you guys ready?
Dude, I thought you were driving.
I thought you were driving.
Oh, I never said I was driving.
I definitely can't drive.
Okay.
If you're high, just don't drive. It's illegal everywhere. If you feel different, you drive different.
The Shippensburg University softball team opened PSAC tournament play Wednesday morning with a tough 6-3 loss to IUP. SU held an early lead thanks to an RBI single and a solo homer from Emily Sullivan, but IUP erupted for 5 runs in the 4th inning to take control. Senior Caitlin Minnie added a solo shot in the 7th, and Alicia Ball struck out 9 in just over 3 innings. The Raiders dropped to the elimination bracket and faced Seton Hill later that evening. It was a big bounce-back win as the Raiders exploded for a 13-5 Mercy Rule victory over Seton Hill in just 5 innings at Sunny Veterans Park. Shippensburg's offense was on fire, racking up 13 hits, including 5 doubles and a home run. Sophomore Sarah Sabosic led the charge, going 4 for 4 with 3 RBIs and 3 runs scored. Freshman Gianna Semino crushed a 2-run homer, and pitcher Danny Highward tossed a complete game, striking out 7 and earning her 100th strikeout of the season. The Raiders now face Bloomsburg today as their tournament run continues. This past weekend, lacrosse closed out their season with one final matchup against Millersville at home for Senior Day. Millersville came out the gate strong, going up 5-0 in the first 6 minutes of play. But as the Raiders have done all season, they fought back and scored 6 straight goals to take the lead from the Marauders. The two teams would trade goals throughout the game, but the Raiders would fall short by 1 goal in their final game of the season. Some notable seniors playing their final games included the Fosberg twins, who have had a storied Raider lacrosse career for each of them. Sarah finishes her career 6th all-time in goals amongst Ship players, and Kayla's 642 saves is 2nd in school history and 10th in PSAC history as well. The lacrosse team will head into the offseason as they prepare for next season back at Robb Sport Complex. Ship baseball took a tough loss Tuesday against regionally ranked Frostburg State. The game was close for the first 4 innings, including a tying RBI single from senior Carter Hines in the top of the 5th. The Bobcats pulled away during the 5th and 6th innings with huge scoring outbursts. Even with Evan Schaffler and Bryce Herb bringing in 2 runs, it wasn't enough to keep up with Frostburg's offensive output, and the game ending 3-11. The Raiders finish off the regular season with back-to-back doubleheaders against Kutztown today and tomorrow afternoon. A win in any game can clinch a spot in the PSAC tournament, which begins next week. The Raider football team has had plenty of local success over the years, including multiple PSAC titles and winning seasons across a long history. But the Raider football team has also had players reach the highest level of professional football. From established NFL vets like multi-time Pro Bowler Brett Grimes and All-Pro fullback John Kuhn, Ship has plenty of pro football in their DNA. The newest former Raider to enter that list is Red Douglas, who signed a UDFA deal with the New York Giants this weekend following the NFL draft. Douglas spent 2 seasons with the Ship football team, where he made a massive impact on the team with his electric speed and playmaking ability. Following his tenure as a Raider, Douglas finished his college career in Findlay, where other NFL talents have also come from. Douglas will head to New York as the Giants get ready to begin rookie camp in the coming weeks as he starts his journey to fight for a roster spot on an NFL team. Over the weekend, Shippensburg welcomed a very special guest to campus. SU's Student Athletic Advisory Committee partnered with Dream on 3 to make a local 13-year-old's dreams a reality by joining multiple Shippensburg teams throughout their day. Ashton was born with spina bifida, a condition that causes difficulties with balance and running. Despite her diagnosis, she's always loved sports. 2 weeks ago, Ashton was surprised with her very own decorated tennis locker and the announcement that she would have her dream day at SU. During her dream day Saturday, Ashton visited the track team and Ship throwers, joined the lacrosse team for their senior day festivities, had the honor to throw out a ceremonial first pitch at the baseball doubleheader, celebrated with tennis for their senior day, and ended it all with a swim party with the SU team. SAC thanks everyone for their support to make Ashton's day possible. That's all for sports this week. I'm Nicolas Puget. Now back to Maddie and Austin at the desk. Auf Wiedersehen.
In this week's Ship Talk, we'll be checking in on Ship students to see if they're ready to tackle finals week.
Don't go away. We'll be right back.
I don't remember how it started. Our back and forth. It always came back. Dad! You probably don't remember what you told me.
That was perfect.
But I heard every word.
Well, as we all know, finals week is coming up next week. Austin, how are you feeling as finals week approaches?
I am very stressed. I'm just trying to finish it out strong and get to the finish line.
Definitely agree with you there. I'm sure a lot of SHIP students are feeling the same. Let's see how Shippensburg is feeling as finals week approaches.
Welcome to the last SHIP Talk of the spring 2025 semester. I'm Rylan Walls, filling in for Tatiana Steele this week. And with the last week of classes upon us and finals coming up, we're asking students around campus how prepared they are for their finals.
I'm reasonably prepared, I guess.
I got 6 finals, so I don't really know how prepared you can be, but we'll see.
I don't know, am I? I am not ready for finals, but I'd love to be.
I also am not in the slightest ready, but I will be when it comes time.
I am not ready for finals.
I'm as ready as I'll ever be.
You know, I feel pretty much prepared. Feel like going to the library and the study lounge every night is helping me, so yeah.
I'd say I'm pretty prepared for my finals. 2 of them are projects or papers, and then I have 3 exams. But yeah, so hopefully I don't fail my stats class. That's all I'm worried about. But I'm going to send it back to Austin and Maddie on the desk.
Well, as finals week is getting all closer, I'm sure that a lot of people are having a lot of emotions, especially for the seniors who are graduating this year, including me and the lovely anchors that we have had this episode. If you haven't noticed, you might see some new or some familiar faces this episode, and that's because it is our annual senior send-off, where we have some seniors who are graduating filling in for the anchor position. So I think to commemorate our years in student media, I'd like to go around a little bit and share some of our favorite memories working in student media. Let's start off with Austin. Austin, what was your favorite student media memory?
My favorite student media memory would definitely have to be doing the live events here for SUTV, being able to work with Mike Gardner, great human being, one of the best people you ever meet here on campus. Just being able to do that every Sunday or Saturday or during the week for basketball was really awesome. I loved doing it, and I'm excited to see what the boys in the back do this upcoming fall for football.
Austin has been with us at SUTV for about 3-4 years. He's been working really hard in the sports department, so it's been great to work with you, and I'm wishing you all the luck in the future. Next up, we have Jenna Cornell, the general manager of WSYC FM, our campus radio station. Jenna, what's been your favorite, if you could choose one, your favorite student media memory?
Maddie, that is so difficult to choose, but I would have to probably say Up All Night this year. While Up All Night in general always holds such a special place in my heart, I think especially this year was different because I wasn't alone in the station for the full 24 hours by myself. I was joined by our program director, Caitlin, and our PR director, Grace, and by the end of it, we were so tired, we were delirious, and everything was just so funny to us, and I wouldn't have traded it for the world.
Up All Night is definitely such a good time. Keeping the WSYC vibes going, we have Jaden Courtney, the business director for WSYC. Jaden, what's been your favorite student media memory?
Well, definitely along the lines of WSYC as well. I would say hosting my show with my dad. My dad was a DJ for a number of years growing up, and I think it was really special being able to have that memory with him as well, and kind of get a glimpse of what he did with him. Yeah, so I really enjoyed that.
That's really special. I think that's so fun that you were able to have your dad there. We also have behind me, we have Nicola Pouget rocking the sports segment for tonight. Nicola is the head sports editor for the Slate newspaper here on campus. Nicola, what's been your favorite student media memory?
I don't think I really have one specific memory, but like just covering all the sports events here on campus, it was really special. Getting to talk to coaches and players afterwards and seeing how they felt about it. And I just love sports, so just getting all those memories, covering all these events was great. And then obviously working with the Slate staff, working with our advisor, Dr. Drager, that was always a great time.
Mm-hmm. That is so much fun. Sports are definitely difficult to tackle, so I definitely commend you for all of your hard work that you've done. You've been working super hard. Up next is Sean Osborne, who was last year's general manager of SUTV. Sean, what's been your favorite student media memory?
Definitely being involved in live events. I really appreciate the time that I had with live events, whether that's doing basketball or football, and just being general manager for SUTV. Yeah, just thanks to everyone who dealt with me. Thanks to Austin, really appreciate it. And definitely working with the Bears too really impacted my career as well. Go Bears, go Caps.
That's awesome, definitely. And up next we have Rachel Smoyer, who was last year's PR director for SUTV. What's been your favorite moment, Rachel?
My favorite moment with SUTV was doing the 12-hour broadcast with Adam Beam. He was one of our previous SUTV members, and he was just astonishing to work with. And we actually spent the night in this very building, and there was a lot of memories made, a lot of good food that we had here, so it was a great opportunity.
I definitely remember that broadcast. It was
Yes.
a lot of fun. We had a lot of good times, 12 hours, a lot of fun can happen, and that was a great team bonding sort of broadcast. But I would say for me, probably my favorite student media memory is getting to know all these lovely people here surrounding our desk. I was just looking through some photos, and it feels like 3 short years ago, I was given the position of a desk anchor, and it meant the world to me that in my first semester, I was able to be an anchor for a real TV station, and having the opportunity to be a broadcaster and have a taste of what that's like has meant so much to me. And it's really cool to have the opportunity to do that, but it's also really nice to have people believe in you and have faith in you, and that's what's meant the most to me in my student media journey. So definitely wishing you all the best of luck as we get closer to graduation, and yeah, let's rock finals week. And with that, thank you for spending your evening with us here at SUTV. I'm Maddie Shively.
I'm Austin Briner. Join us next semester for the latest news on and off campus. Be sure to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at SUTV News, and check out our website, sutvnews.org.
For the last time, thank you and have a good night.